Hello students and welcome back to one more session of personality development. So from last few classes we are discussing about the different determinants of personality. So we have discussed about socioculture, economic, physical, genetic and biological determinants. In today's class we'll be discussing about one more dimension of sociocultural determinants, that is the role of family in the overall development of a personality of a person. So here we are going to talk about what is parent-child relationship and other factors. Okay, so family is the place or where a individual from the childhood experiences different emotions, behaviors which reflect in its personality. So, family is that ground where the seed coming to this world gets shape. So, it reflects the behavior, character of the parents. Their behavior is also influenced by the way the parents will treat them. So, based on what is the relationship between the parents and the child, that shade the personality of the child will be in future. Say, for example, uh, the parents are not showing them that sufficient care, love, and affection, so they are not expressive. Then that child may feel insecure. He may become introvert and will be low in confidence because it is not being motivated by the love and affection of the parents. The parents are not showing any uh, confidence and love to him, so he may feel neglected, segregated, and so on. On the other hand, if there is proper love, care, attention given, then that child will become confident, secured, will try to love others, be in a very friendly environment, it will trust people very well. So if this is a balanced relationship where the parent is also loving and also mending the mistakes, teaching them discipline, then the child will be more disciplined. On the other hand, if we have the parents are um, overprotective, too much love and care is shown, then the child may become an extrovert, too much expressive. Even for small things, he needs to be appreciated. And if people don't appreciate or give him a chance or give him the lead, a child may become arrogant, frustrated, and so on. So we'll discuss the different factors of parent-child relationship. So parent-child relationship have different time dimension. So I told you just now, it may be a rejection, domination, submission, overprotection, excessive parental ambition, preference for a particular sex of child, order of birth, and single child. So if the child is being rejected, it's not taken proper care, love and affection at toddlerhood as a child, then the child will become insecure, introvert, always shy, scared, and afraid, will not express his feelings. Even there is a problem, he or she may be hesitant to tell it to his parents or teachers around. He will not be very keen in making friends because there is always a fear of rejection from the people. On the other hand, if the child, if the parents are very much dominant, means every small big things, decisions are taken by the parents. So even if they want to do a small thing, they have to take the permission. So if the parents are very much dominative, then the child will be in a constant threat and fear. So and always be overshadowed. There will be insecurity, he'll be low in confidence, because for every small big thing there is domination. In some cases, uh, if the temperament of the child is different, then he may be or she may become rebellious and try to go against them, and there will be a misunderstanding, quarrel, and tension among the parents and the child. Then the third case is submission of the child, means where the parent are very much submissive to the child. So they will do anything whatever the child is saying, because they don't want him to be angry, or they should that child shouldn't cry, not get hurt. So they are trying to be rather they are scared of the child. So if he just cries or make a hell of out of it, the parents become submissive. So such a child becomes over expressive, arrogant, short in temperament. People will may not like him when at school and around. He will not be appreciated, because this behavior, as it has been motivated in the family, the same he will or she will try to have it everywhere wherever he goes, and he wants the center of attraction. Nowadays, even if we see parents doing that more of so, they give the child whatever they want. Even forget in the school days, even in college days, they meet the so-called meet the teachers of the college and say that we have brought up our child like this, so we want you to do the same thing, and so on. So they are over much submissive, which is not right for the growth and development of the child. Next, overprotection. So we have overprotective parents. They don't allow anything to do. They're very much scared that something will happen, so they don't let them go anywhere out alone. Always worried that something wrong may happen. So there is overprotected, so that child becomes very weak. Sometimes other way around also happens, where overprotective child is parents are there. When the parents are not in the vicinity, the child becomes adventurous and tries to do all those things which he or she is not allowed to do at home, because he is a type frustrated by the overprotection by these parents. So this overprotection may also become other way around. So some children may become very shy, weak. Other children may become very rebellious, adventurous when parents are not there. Then excessive parental admission. So nowadays, if we see that every parent wants their child to become have highest marks, do a particular kind of profession, because maybe they were not allowed, or they couldn't do it. So there is excessive parental ambition, and there is so much stress and pressure on the children. And sometimes this pressure becomes negative, or most of the time it becomes pressure, and the children are become scared. Even though they are intelligent, they are scared about the results, because they know that if something goes adverse, the parents will be wild at them. uh, so such parents still ambition also is not good for the overall development of the personality. Then the next thing is the preference of a child of a particular sex. So in many houses still we can see that a particular uh, say a boy is favored more than a girl. A boy is given more opportunities in every way, whether it is in terms of the basic food items given at home, or the things which is provided, or maybe the schooling, ambition, everything. Some families still there is excessive preference to boys. They are given more exposure. Then there is a scene of hatred, jealousy, insecurity for the child who is not being exposed and given opportunities. On the other hand, some children turn up to be, even without getting much opportunity, that female child may become more smart, intelligent than the other. So that there is a kind of rivalry between the siblings, because they are from the other gender. And why? Because one is preferred and one is not preferred. The same may continue as an adult also, that male child may feel that females are inferior, they need not to be respected, care, because he has seen it in his house the same way. So that will be his mentality. And because this is not the mistake of their child, but it is because of the scenario in the home, the way they have been brought up and given importance to. The next thing is the order of birth. So the temperament, personality of the firstborn is different from the second or the last born. So firstborn children are normally dominant, responsible, authoritative, because as a first child they have been pampered, they have given importance more. Sometimes other way around also happens. So if there are many children at home, the youngest one is pampered because all the responsibilities goes to the elder people, and the youngest have been taken granted that it's for they are all of they enjoy all the pleasure because they've been pampered by not only their parents but also by their elder siblings. So this may make that child weak, irresponsible, careless, and so on. Next is only child. So in nucleus families with single child, the child is over pampered, given all the facilities before he wants. So he may or she may not be knowing how to be responsible, how to use resources equitably, how to share or teamwork, all this because being a single child, that atmosphere of teamwork, habitants, coexistence is not there. They become very much self-centered, selfish, and which again based on the way they have been pampered and brought up may create a positive or a negative personality. It's not true for every sense. Sometimes even a single child becomes very much responsible, um, uh, team oriented, coexistence, because it is again based on the temperament, but such factors do reflect on the personality. Also the environment at home. Okay, the so other factors include the environment at home. So if we see that there is constant quarrel, misunderstanding, and a negative entire environment at home, the child will be infected or influenced by these. He may, by seeing constant quarrels, he may become very rude. He may not trust people, doesn't have empathy, love, because he may have seen his parents doing that, feel that okay, that love, understanding, peace, and satisfaction, happiness is never there because within parents is not there. So where will I get it outside? So that's negative mentality may develop. So parents as role models have to be very careful about how they present themselves before the children. So they have to be very cautious about what they talk, how they behave. uh, it may be casual get-togethers or a hangout, or the whether they are having food as a family or an individual they are having food. So all these small big things have an impact. So a family is eating together, stays together. This is a saying we have heard that because it shows about oneness, love, compassion, affection, and the bonding between the family. And such bonding, if it is being reflected day by day, the children will feel that yes, family is always there, somebody is there to take care of. But if say every in a family everybody is staying aloof from each other, not interacting, then it will be more of a hostel than a family, and the child will try to find love and affection outside, and he may be cheated at times also. Also the size and composition of a family will affect the growth of a personality. So in nucleus families with limited people, the resources are not being divided by many people, and so they get everything they want. They don't know much of a sharing extended family relationship. So they are busy in their schedules and so on. So on the other hand, a joint family, there are a number of people, work is divided, there is quarrel in terms of a sharing of the resources. This is both good and bad. So every nuclear family or a joint family both has its own plus and minus points. The more bigger, larger the family, the number of siblings more, the resources are divided. Uh, there may be a race in division also. There is a sharing and teamwork also. But if you have fewer people, they become very much self-centered. No doubt they get all the resources, love, affection. But it is, say, we can say too much is too bad. Okay. So all these factors do reflect on the way a person behaves, because at the childhood, parents say up to a particular age we are with our parents, whatever they say, see, uh, or do will be imitated by the children, and which will be taken along through their life, and they will be remembered more. So our childhood memories always, if pleasant, will be appreciated and will be a positive boost in our personality. On the other hand, negative memories will become nightmares, and sometimes they create a negative impact on the way people behave even at a later age of life, because that memories still are strong deep within our conscience, and they shape our perception, attitude, and behavior. So this is all about how family child, the behavior in the family, the size, the relationship between the child and the parents will reflect on the personality of an individual. uh, so please comment, like, share, and subscribe so that you can get next notifications. So that's all for today. Have a good day. Bye.